The gate. They're off and running at Finger Lakes. Great start for King's Leap from an outside post. King Kali splitting rivals. Clever Forever is also between rivals in a joint third with Tony O as they go around that first turn. It's King Kali with the lead. King's Leap is on the outside in second. Tony O tracks in third. Jansen is in fourth. St. James towards the inside, covered up in fifth, and Clever Forever's at the tail of the field and about 5 lengths off the lead. As they transition to the Finger Lakes backstretch with 6 furlongs to go, it's King Kali with the lead by a long neck. King's Leap poised outside in second. Tony O behind the rivals, the co-leaders in third. And then in fourth, that is Jansen. A length and a half back to Clever Forever, who's deep on the course in fifth and 4 lengths off the lead. And 3 parts of a length back to St. James, who trails the field. As they run to the half-mile pole, King Kali, the lead to 3 parts of a length over King's Leap. The chalk in second. Tony O and Jansen are third and fourth. Clever Forever will be wide around the far turn in fifth, 3.5 lengths off the lead and under a ride. And St. James is at the back of the pack and 4 lengths off the lead. 2.5 furlongs to go in the opener. King's Leap makes his move on the outside of King Kali. And these two more or less on even terms, as it's Tony O who angles to the outside in third. Jansen further out in fourth. And then it's St. James towards the inside, saving lots of ground as they got 3/16 to go. It's King's Leap who shrugs off King Kali in upper stretch. Tony O bearing down on the outside up in the second. St. James in fourth, soon up into third. 16th to go. It's King's Leap who leads by 2 lengths over Tony O. It's King's Leap, the 4-5 favorite, who wins by 3 parts of a length. Tony O second, St. James third, King Kali fourth. First race was named, and they're off. Tad slow out of the gates, Snowbank. It's Sadie War Lady who rushes out for the front end. Tail to tail, displaying speed up the inside in second. Funny Forecast outside of her in third. A length and a half back. Digital Currency, Red Blinkers in fourth. To the inside of IMEV. And a space of 4 lengths to the trailer. That is Snowbank. Top 3 within a length of each other as they make the entry into the turn. Tail of the tail has the lead. Sadie War Lady defers in second. Funny Forecast now up into second. A gap of about 5 lengths to IMEV, passing Digital Currency, and Snowbank is at the back of the pack and about 10 lengths off the lead. A quarter of a mile left to travel. Tail of the tail has the lead by a couple of lengths. Funny Forecast is on the outside second. City War Lady a distant third as Snowbank attempts a minor rally outside of her into third, but many lengths off the lead of Tail the Tail. Tail the Tail with 1 furlong to go has the lead by 3. Funny Forecast outside second. Everyone else seems to be going for minor awards. It's Tail the Tail. Tail of the Tail, your winner. Funny Forecast second. Digital Currency rallies for third. Snowbank fourth. $6.12. Dime Superfecta $14.70. They're all in the gate. And they're off. Hop at the start for Awesome Roberta, who's last. It's Island Ride who sends out for the lead. Deezer Rocks in a hurry up the inside. Mommy Joe Dreams in between those two in third in some tight quarters momentarily. And then a gap of about 8 lengths to Shelley, who's to the inside of Awesome Roberta at the back of the pack as they run to the half-mile pole. It's Deezer Rock who's made the front end, has a lead by a length. Island Ride rates on the outside in second. Mommy Joe Dreams spying on the speed in third, 2 lengths off the lead. A space of 7 lengths back to Shelley, who's 3 lengths in front of Awesome Roberta. First quarter mile is pretty quick, 22 1/5. 2.5 furlongs to go. Deezer Rock has a lead by 3 parts of a length over Island Ride, who's niggled upon. Mommy Joe Dreams gets every chance. Splitting rivals up into second. Shelley's in fourth and about 7 lengths off the lead and under a drive as they reach the top of the stretch. Deezer Rock has the lead, but Mommy Joe Dreams looms large on the outside, and these two square off with 1 furlong to go, and Deezer Rock is game along the rail, and Deezer Rock opens up again by a couple lengths over Mommy Joe Dreams. It's Deezer Rock who will be victorious. Mommy Joe Dreams second. Shelley a distant third. Awesome Roberta fourth. Scratches or jockey changes. Exacta Trifecta, Superfecta, Daily Double Wagering. And the fourth race kicks off the late 50-cent pick 5. They're all in the gate. And they're off. Giant Impact, Wisecracker, these two rush out for the lead. Smoking It Up, it's in between those two in third. And then it's Well Suited, deep on the course in fourth. American Days in second last, and then about 6 lengths to High Water Mark, who's at the back of the pack. Wisecracker clears off by a couple of lengths. Giant Impact defers in second. Smoking It Up, the Grays in third, 5.5 lengths off the lead. A length and a half to Well Suited, who's in fourth to the outside of American Day, and about 7 lengths to the trailer, High Water Mark. About 5 furlongs to go, they race up the backstretch. Wisecracker setting a decent tempo on the front end, leads 2 lengths. Giant Impact shadows that one outside in second. Smoking It Up's in third, 4.5 lengths off the lead. Well Suited in the midst of a rally outside in fourth. A length and a half to American Day, who's about 5 lengths in front of High Water Mark, who's at the back of the pack and under pressure. Entry into the far turn. Wisecracker, Giant Impact first and second. Smoking It Up's in third, a length and a half off the lead. Then 4 lengths to Well Suited, who's nudged upon in fourth and not responding at this point in time. American Days towards the inside, and 3 lengths back to High Water Mark, who trails the field. As they arrive at the quarter pole, Giant Impact has the lead over Wisecracker. Smoking It Up, now Well Suited getting on track, goes to the grandstand side as Well Suited, as they got 3/16 to go. Smoking It Up takes over. Well Suited is the danger on the outside, and even further out, it's High Water Mark, who was dead last up the backstretch. 3 chances here, 16th to go. Smoking It Up, Well Suited, High Water Mark on the outside. Here comes the winning line. Well Suited will get there in front. High Water Mark second. Smoking It Up in third. American 50-cent pick 3, $17.12. Fifth race at Finger Lakes, scratch number 4. Price is Truth. Put Luis Perez in number 6. Fine. And they're off. Solo Flight, Bright Angel, Extraordinary One, first, second, and third early on. Break the Fall, the favorites in fourth, then about 6 lengths back to the trailer. That is Neptune Beach as they lean into the first turn, and the entry mates are first and second. Bright Angel has the lead by just about a length. Token pressure from Extraordinary One outside in second. Solo Flight tucked it in third, 3 parts of a length to Break the Fall in fourth, and then about 2.5, 3 lengths to the trailer, Neptune Beach. Less than 6 furlongs to go as they travel up the backstretch. Bright Angel has a lead by 3 parts of a length. Extraordinary One prompting outside second. Solo Flight, green blinkers towards the inside in third. Break the Falls in fourth, and 3 lengths off the lead, and 2 lengths to Neptune Beach, who's at the back of the pack. Half mile to go, no change in the order. Bright Angel leads by a length and a half over Extraordinary One. Solo Flight tries to probe through at the fence in third. Break the Fall, the favorites outside in fourth, 2 lengths off the lead, and Break the Fall starts to advance with 3 furlongs to go up into second. And Neptune Beach is under a drive at the tail of the field. 2.5 furlongs to go. Bright Angel and Break the Fall are now first and second. Solo Flight up the inside in third. Extraordinary One shuffled in fourth, and Neptune Beach trails the field as they reach the top of the stretch. Bright Angel and Break the Fall. Solo Flight will try and squeeze through at the fence. Almost 3 across the track, but now Break the Fall strikes the front with the final furlong to go. Bright Angel's in second. Solo Flight had the shift to the outside in third. 16th to go. It's Break the Fall. Break the Fall, the 2-5 favorite, scores by 3. Close for second. Bright Angel holds second over Solo Flight, and then it was Neptune. Break the Fall. Regular double $9, consolation double $5.6, $5.70, exacta 15 the gate. And they're off. Looks like a pretty good start. It's Rockin' Money who blasts out for the front end. Scales of Gold advancing towards the inside. Western Wolf is now poking the head in front. Western Wolf 3 wide gets that lead. Scales of Gold second. Rockin' Money shuffled a bit in third, a gap of about 4 to Resistant Futile in the 4th spot. And then it's Sway the Jury, One Vision on the outside advancing. And Mr. Sugar Daddy's in the 8th and trailing position at about 9 lengths off the lead. Entry into the turn. Western Wolf to the outside of Scales of Gold. Gold. These two battle for the top spot with 3 furlongs to go. Rockin' Money nudged upon in third, then in fourth, One Vision as it swayed the jury towards the inside fifth, 7.5 lengths off the lead. Mr. Sugar Daddy's out of last. Resistance Futiles at the tail of the field as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Scales of Gold has the lead. The lead's now a little over a length. Western Wolf is all out in second. Then it's Rockin' Money. One Vision's on the grandstand side in fourth, and is Mr. Sugar Daddy. They run to the 16th pole. Scales of Gold has a lead by a length and a half. Over Western Wolf, who's on the outside second. Scales of Gold at 9-1 prevails. Western Wolf second, third, One Vision. New England bred Scales of Gold. 21.60 the winning mutual, double $30.40, exacta $73.50. They're all in the gate. And they're off. Starship Tango broke well and sends out for the front end. What's My Category is towards the inside, and now King Phoenix from the back of the pack able to advance up the rail and gets that lead by a widening 2 lengths. What's My Category stalks in second, 2 lengths to Starship Tango third. G Munning's off the pace today in fourth, and a couple lengths to the gray. Love That Bird who trails the field. Entry into the turn. King Phoenix winging on the front end. The lead's 5 lengths. What's My Category in chase mode second. G Munning outside third. Starship Tango reclaims third. Starship Tango in the midst of a rally on the outside of What's My Category. And at the back is Love That Bird, who's starting to warm up to the task as they're all trying to catch King Phoenix. King Phoenix into the stretch. Has the lead by about 7 lengths. Starship Tango not giving up on the outside. And Love That Bird with a chance as well. 1 furlong to go. King Phoenix is fatigued. The lead's only 3 lengths. Starship Tango, Love That Bird, second and third. In deep stretch, King Phoenix, Starship Tango lunging late. Starship Tango wins. Close for second. King Phoenix or Love That Cent try, $17.87. Dime Super, $4.40. Eighth and final from Finger Lakes. And they're off. Good start from the rail. Soul Imperatrice goes out for the lead in Permanence, flashing early speed. Journey of 5 in between those two now drops back in third. A gap of a couple lengths to Artemis Girl from 6 up into 4 to the inside of Glory Bound Clara. And a length and a half to Floral Oats, who trails the field and is about 10 lengths off the lead. Soul Imperatrice has the lead by 6 open lengths. Journey of 5 stalks in second, and Permanence, White Blinkers outside third. Artemis Girls in fourth. Then it's Glory Bound Clara in fifth. And then 2 more lengths back to Floral Oats, who's at the back of the pack but starting to get into the race. It's Soul Imperatrice with a 1/4 mile left to travel, who has a lead by about 7 lengths over Journey of 5, Glory Bound Clara, Artemis Girl towards the rail, and then it's Floral Oats, who's on the grandstand side. The black cap, Soul Imperatrice, has a lead by 4 lengths over Journey of 5, and then it's Glory Bound Clara towards the inside with Artemis Girl in deep stretch. Soul Imperatrice wants the finish line. Glory Bound Clara, Artemis Girl, here's the finish. Looks like that's Glory Bound Clara, but that's a photo. $35.60. 50-cent try, $20.25. Dime Super, $21.15. Regular pick 3, if you will, $56.75. Consolation pick 3, $10 and a nickel. Pick 4, $57.25. Pick 5, $219.25. Eighth race is the last live race here at Finger Lakes on a Tuesday. Programs are online at fingerlakesgaming.com for tomorrow. 8-race card, I believe, scheduled for tomorrow. First post at 1 p.m. From high atop the roof here at Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack, this is your track announcer, Bill Downs, signing off. Have a fabulous evening.